And we are live. Are we? Is it all working? Check. I think we are. Hello everyone. Excuse the bad hair day. We're up and we're running now. Thought about wearing a hat or some sort of mask to cover this, but hey ho. Sorry about that little wait there. 3-minute wait. Thank you to the 14 people that have joined already. If that's the live figure, I'll get to these first few comments. Anthony in there first saying hello with one less L and a lot more O's. You alright, mate? Good day, mate, says Tom. You alright, mate? Wolves FC. Is that the Wolves FC? Says hi. Thank you to the Wolves Football Club for joining. Robert says, so do I, Finn, especially these pointless internationals. Yeah, I assume you mean the title. It's horrible, isn't it? And no game to preview tomorrow or Sunday or even tonight in the case of Cardiff. So yeah, a bit of a low-key one tonight. We've got nothing to look forward to. Apart from that England game, I suppose it's a pretty big situation, isn't it? We've got win, lose or don't lose or be relegated, isn't it? Basically, I think we've got, if we beat Croatia, we come top, and if we lose, we get relegated. So it's a bit of a big one. It's cool. Just been translating some Spanish there. Get to it in a second. I've been waiting for this. Thank you, Runways and Rails. Glad this gets you excited. 7 PM on a Friday. Hablas Español, which I just translated, which I should know really, shouldn't I? Is do you speak Spanish? I do a tiniest bit of Spanish. Obviously, you know from sacapuntas in all the vlogs, my favourite Spanish word from year 9 that I learnt. But that's about it. I remember conejos was rabbits. Abuela, that was from Dora the Explorer. What else? There's got to be some more. Hola and all that. No, a little bit. Do Wolves have a nickname? Well, yeah, Wolves is kind of a nickname because we're Wolverhampton Wanderers, so Wolves kind of is the nickname, the Wolves. I don't think there's anything less than that's shorter than that. It's basically Wolves. Arsenal again should have won. Needs to be more clinical in our finishing. Yeah, I mean, we did very well to take that first chance, that Cavallero one. And to be fair, there's no absolute sitters in there. I thought Costa's in the first half. He should have taken a lot earlier. Morgan Gibbs-White does incredibly to even hit the crossbar on that one. Traore, I think it's that touch when he's just about to be in that lets him down. If he'd have managed to get it inside and not force himself wide. But the actual shot, the turning shot, wasn't that bad. But yeah, I mean, we've had more shots than Arsenal, despite only having, what, 28% possession or something. We've had so many more shots than Arsenal. We were clinical with our possession, but not quite the shots. But it was an incredible performance. Can't fault it. There's no, like, even Jota's one, you can't say you have to score there because it is hard. But yeah, just annoying we couldn't get another one or just not concede. Will you still do my degree for me? Much love from Connor. I mean, not a whole degree. If you need any help, let me know. I'm my only attributes are video stuff, to be honest. Score prediction for Argentina versus Mexico tonight. I didn't even know that was on, but it's going to be Raul Jimenez hat-trick. He's going to nutmeg Messi, rainbow flick Otamendi, and they're going to win 3-0. Heard it here first. Is it the pack? I assume you mean for a nickname. I suppose it could be. Yeah, that's been one recently, isn't it? Like, and on all the banners, strength of the wolf is in the pack or whatever. Do you reckon Traore will ever get a Spain cap? I think they're stupid not to have him on the bench now. Imagine, with Spain often going 1-up or whatever. I know it's not like them to really then sit back, but surely, I mean, actually, to be fair, thinking about it, they've got some great players, but to have someone like that in the squad, surely you'd be looking at what he's doing every week to teams like Arsenal, teams like Man United, teams like Man City, and yeah, I probably would. I mean, it's very biased, but I probably would have him in the squad. Like, who do they have on the wing? I know they've got Vasquez from Real Madrid. Just Koke play on the wing now. I saw that on FIFA. I'm probably missing some obvious incredible Spanish winger, but I can't think for the life of me now. But to have him on the bench, I think against any team he could do damage. But yeah, so hopefully, yeah, he will get one. Like Scunny's nickname is the Iron. Yeah, it's sort of ours is like Wolverhampton's gone down to Wolves, and that's sort of about it. Rojo rumoured to Wolves. Yeah, I don't think, if you want to watch a little bit more about that, then jump over onto the Talking Wolves video after this live stream, of course. Dave covered it in one of the latest Talking Wolves videos. Don't think it'll happen. It's just a recycled rumour from the summer, and I think then Donker can't even get in the team, then I don't think we'll go for another centre back. Stats say something like 161 shots at goal so far, but only 11 goals. Yeah, it's so annoying. We create so much, and obviously I'd rather us be in that situation where we're playing exciting football, creating chances, and maybe not taking them all. But yeah, I'm trying to think. There hasn't been too many absolute sitters that we've missed. Like, I mean, that Jimenez one at West Ham was a sitter where he fell over his own feet, bless him. And there's got to have been a few more, as there surely. But yeah, there's never been too many glaring misses. It's just, I don't know what it is. Do we pass it around too much? Do we shoot from too far out? I don't think we do. I think we work it into the box too much most of the time. I mean, sometimes you just got to hit it. Like, you see so many goals this year in the Premier League where people just hit and hope, and it often goes in, whereas we try and score that perfect goal. But yeah, it's just a strange one. It'll come. We'll smash someone soon, and then it'll all balance out. What team is Wolves' biggest rival? Like a derby or something, says H-TX. Hopefully most of you in here know that that's West Bromwich Albion. But obviously I love teaching you guys about the Wolves ways. If I assume that's a Mexican national watching, H-TX is West Bromwich Albion, so if you need a team to hate, that's them. But also the other teams in the West Midlands, so Aston Villa, Birmingham, Stoke, Walsall, I suppose Port Vale. Am I missing anyone there? I probably am. But yeah, but the main one is West Brom. Hi, says Jonesy WWFC. Hello, mate. Thank you for joining. What's your views on England honouring Rooney like that? Should we do the same for Lineker and Shearer? Yeah, it's a bit late now. I wasn't watching the game, but I heard he had a pretty good half an hour. I wasn't too keen on it, the idea. You should chuck someone like Morgan Gibbs-White in there in the squad. Someone up and coming. But the whole situation, I'm not going to... Fair enough if they wanted to do it. I mean, just raise money for charity. It wasn't like we were carrying him, I don't think. I haven't seen it, but... seen his half an hour, but it didn't sound like we were carrying him. It sounded like he was more than contributing. And it would have been nice for him to get a goal, but especially for my OCD as well, getting it to a nice round number of 120 caps. So, yeah, I mean... It's a shame people like Gerrard and that never got to do that sort of thing. A lot of players just seem to fizzle out. They never know when their last international game is. So I suppose it is nice for Rooney to get that. But yeah, we haven't done it before, so it's kind of unfair on the other guys. Who do you think will end up as Wolves' top goal scorer this season? I think top assister will be Jimenez. I can tell you that for sure. I mean, he's racking them up at the moment. Goals, it might end up being someone like Cavallero, to be fair. He's very, very clinical. He'll start starting a lot more now. So him or Jimenez for me, Cavallero or Jimenez. I can see Costa having great performances, just like the Arsenal game, but not grabbing too many. don't think Jota will be. I don't think Traore will be. Then you're looking into midfield. I don't think Neves and Moutinho are going to be top. So yeah, I'd say Cavallero or Jimenez. Yo, says Ryan Powers. Hello, mate. Thank you for joining. You should watch Bohemian Rhapsody if you like Queen. I watched Bohemian Rhapsody on Sunday at the cinema. Yeah, I've heard it's had good reviews. So might go and see that if I get time. But yeah, it's had a pretty good review. So must be something good if so many people are raving about it. Hashtag ban the international break. Yeah, let's get that trending. Obviously, as I said, it's just spilt my water there trying to sweep it up. It's a entertaining one in terms of an international break, in that England could either win the league or win the group or get relegated in the same game. I feel like I'm going to sneeze now. I'm trying to hold it back. But yeah, it's horrible waiting 2 weeks for another Wolves game. It's just I'm going to say, well, it's like on that edge bit where I need to sneeze, but I don't. But I'm trying to remain professional here. Fleetwood Town versus Walsall. I'm going for 3-2 to Fleetwood. Up the Cods. It's live on Sky Sports at dinner time. Oh yeah, of course, League One stuff. Maybe we can have a watch of that. Yeah, I would say Fleetwood to win as well. Got a soft spot for Fleetwood with some of my family being from that area. So yeah, Viva Fleetwood. Do you watch baseball? Says HS. I don't really know. Played baseball on the Wii. I remember that Wii baseball was pretty good, but I don't really watch it now, apart from the odd bits. Does it ever come up on Sky Sports? I think it has come up a few times, but I don't watch it like religiously. No. Let's still take a minute to laugh at the boiler. I'm surprised I didn't scrap that idea, but to be fair, it was good publicity because it got his name out there. Yeah, so as not their name, as in the company's name out there, it got attention. So I suppose that's what they wanted. But yeah, it's not the best mascot. I'll take Wolfie any day over a boiler. If Cod Vlogs does a live stream, I might leave. Oh, see where your what is it? Loyalties lie. But fair enough. If Cod Vlogs is doing a live stream, good luck to his vlog as well. Thoughts on the rumours about signing Fabregas? If we did, who would he replace? Flipping heck, I mean, that'd be a short-term resolution to Neves if the Man City rumours are true, seeing they're sniffing around him a lot. So whether that'd be a short-term fix to have that sort of playmaker in the middle. Obviously, I'd rather keep Neves. Hadn't seen anything about Fabregas, but what a signing that would be. It'd be a pretty old midfield though if Neves went and then it was Fabregas and Moutinho. But I wouldn't turn him down. Yeah, that'd be incredible. I haven't seen that rumour anywhere, but obviously it's come from somewhere. Do you think we will get our last number 9 back, Mir? Well, you've seen on Talking Wolves, we spoke about that a lot. We had some scoops on the Mir saga. He's really impressive for Las Palmas. I know he scored, is it something like 5 goals? Sevilla sniffing around him. Las Palmas won him permanently. I saw 8 million, 10 million. So for signing someone for, it was 1 or 2, wasn't it, we signed him for, to have that much, to have that like 5 times the profit already would be incredible. But if he's that good, then maybe we want to keep him. I mean, Fosun are all about investing in the younger players and all that. I mean, he's 6'3", not too slow. It could be a very decent striker. So, I mean, it's for Wolves to decide whether they want to take the 10 million and then invest in someone else they think might be better, or we keep him. But I didn't mind him. He didn't get much of a chance, and obviously he has got the quality there, scoring a lot for the Spain under-21s, for Las Palmas. So yeah, I think keep him there for the rest of the season. Let him bag a lot of goals, and then either his value's gone up, or we've got a very good striker on our hands, or both technically. Will assist be enough for Wolves to keep Jimenez on a permanent transfer? If you could get Jimenez for 10 million, I mean, his stats already aren't too bad, but for that 30 mil that's rumoured, you'd want a lot more assists from him, definitely, and you'd want a lot more goals. I think if you're hitting 10 on both of those, 10 assists, 10 goals, there's not many other strikers in the league that could do that. You've got your Harry Kanes, your Agueros that will get 20 goals, but would they set up that many? I don't know. And also, what would Harry Kane be now? Like 200 million? So 30 million for Jimenez, when you think about it like that, probably would be a good deal. But I'm obviously very biased. Jimenez is my favourite player, and all that sort of stuff. And obviously he's helping out the channel, bringing in Mexican viewers. So hopefully we keep him for as long as possible. Apparently Jimenez will only play 1 game, then head back to Wolverhampton. He should be well rested for the next home game. Need to start collecting those 3 points again. Yeah, well, obviously in the game after the international break, was it Watford? I think after last international break, Jimenez didn't look himself. I think he'd played a few days before at 2 o'clock in the morning English time or something. So you've got jet lag there. You've got just general tiredness there from playing. So that's nice. I did see that he's coming home a game early. So that should help him out in that next game, because another situation where he's knackered, jet lagged, all that sort of stuff wouldn't be ideal. So fair play to the Mexico national team for allowing him to do that, and hopefully we'll see improvement in his immediate performance straight after the break. But yeah, we do need the 3 points again. Hopefully we should get them against Huddersfield. Finerrz, we didn't get a stuffing last week. So proud of the team. Love them, says Nick. Yeah, well, I predicted a draw. I just said 2-2, and could have been 2-1 if we'd have stuck one of those ones away at the end. But yeah, I mean, a lot of people saying we're going to get stuffed, so all day long I think before we would have taken a draw. Felt disappointing with us playing so well, but yeah, not getting stuffed is a big achievement there. So yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy as well. I love them too. Cod's Vlogs up the Wanderers. We've got Neves. Thank you for the support, Wolves FC. But I'm sure Cod Vlogs is a great guy as well. But yeah, up the Wanderers, and we have got Neves. Why is it the Serie A games are so empty? I don't think Italians care about football anymore. I haven't really seen many Serie A attendances. I'm sure Juventus are doing all right with Ronaldo there, but I hadn't really seen that become a thing. But yeah, I'll take your word for it if they're not filling the stadiums. That Gibbs White kick needed just the slightest bit of dip. Yeah, I thought it was in. It was if it wasn't in, I thought it had bounced over the line, if you know what I mean, not in straight away, and then just that moment I just saw on my vlog, everyone was up as if it was a goal. It was just that tiny bit lower. It beat Leno all day long, which didn't happen many times in that game. Leno was immense, but yeah, just so I'm getting flashbacks to it now. Just it's so close, but hey ho, we're taking a draw anyway. 6 in 6 says Tom Bennett. What's that in reference to? I forgot what I was talking about. Our second round FA Cup match on 2nd of December away to Salford or Shrewsbury. I want Salford City to win. It will be away. Yeah, Shrewsbury's a local team here. I don't think they're quite a rival, and I don't mind Shrewsbury. So it'd be nice for them to get through as well. Obviously, Salford. I think they've spent a lot of money, haven't they, for the National League. So yeah, I suppose that's your choice who you want. Chris Smalling and Phil Jones. Here he is. Bottle of bleach. He is here. He's put his iconic comment in the what even is it? Chat room in the chat, in the comments, whatever that thing. Wolves will finish in the top 10 for sure. I hope so. Who do you think will get promoted from the Championship? I think the Championship is so mental this year. I think what is it? I remember looking the other week. It was like 5 points separating the top 8 or something ridiculous. I'm probably exaggerating that, but like Leeds were top, and then all of a sudden they were like 6th after one game. So it's impossible to call that. For me, Middlesbrough look solid, very solid, and you need to be solid. You need to be consistent. Obviously, Danny Bath getting into the team and doing quite well at the moment for Middlesbrough. So for his sake, we'll say Middlesbrough. And the other team, it won't be West Brom. I think Derby will miss out on the top 2. May very well get playoffs. Probably will get playoffs. I think Norwich are up there as well. I think they may get playoffs if Pookie keeps firing like he is. I'm trying to think who else is up there. We'll say Leeds or something. Well, Leeds can come up. I don't know. But yeah, it's so tight. It's going to be a really good season for the Championship. It's time for the traditional question. How is your sister? She's great, thank you. I think she's doing homework at the moment. So yeah, she's all right. We have so many internationals on duty. Depending on how many games they play, do you think Nuno should rotate 1 or 2 players for the next game? Yeah, obviously, if Jimenez had been playing 2 days before, like last time or whatever, I think there's a good case for resting him because he wasn't himself that game after. I'm trying to think who would come out though. Maybe I think Doherty's withdrawn, hasn't he, with his injury? Maybe Johnny, get Vinagre in there against Huddersfield. Is Neves in the Portugal squad? I think he is he? So I can't see us dropping Neves. But yeah, I think if like Bennett was in the England squad or something, but I suppose Dendonker's in the Belgium squad, so that makes a case for Bennett to start. And sadly, Dendonker's still not getting a sniff, bless him. But yeah, I think if players are tired, just like Jimenez was that last time, there's definitely a case to just give him a little bit of a rest. I think Gibbs White should be in the England squad against Croatia. Yeah, well, it's a shame for. Well, it's not a shame for him, is it? He's in my year. He's got plenty of years to get into the England squad. I don't think we should rush it. I think get him in the under-21s first, because you've got players like Sessegnon in there. I know he hasn't quite hit the level this year. We've got great players in the under-21 squad. Definitely get him in there first before they jump ship and get him all the way up. And yeah, I assume there's other players that have been around for much longer that maybe deserve a cap more than him at the moment, but yeah, for sure he'll be in there very soon. Because like 6 appearances, it's not enough to be able to. Actually, who isn't in? That's a massive shame. Apart from like Cody, maybe Glenn Murray will get a sniff at some point, but yeah, not yet. We'll be patient with him. Yes, Will Norris in, John Ruddy out. What? Rui out. What is that? Will Norris to start the next game? You heard it here first from Bottle of Bleach. Is the girl in your videos your girlfriend or your sister? Well, they're both, mate. Oh, God, that sounded wrong. That sounded awful. No, it's two different people. Before I started sounding inbred. I'll just go through here for example. In the Brighton game, that's my girlfriend. In the Watford game, that's my sister. In the Southampton game, that's my sister. They weren't at the Man United game. Burnley game, it's my sister. So it is two different people. I'm not saying my sister is my girlfriend, as that sounded to begin with. Yes, two different people. So yeah, one is my sister, one is my girlfriend. If you want to see my girlfriend, that's Brighton, and then most of the other ones are my sister. What do you think about the old Gold Club thing happening on the Wolves YouTube channel? Scott Goldborn was a bizarre guest. Yeah, I've had a listen to that though, and I thought he spoke very well. It's nice to get that sort of that inside on that season, on those few seasons, to be fair, because they're great seasons for Wolves, and getting his sort of opinion that behind the scenes, and I thought it was quite a good guest. Yeah, I quite like it, to be fair. It's nice getting that sort of, you've got Umalumo there, Uwelamo, however you want to say it. It's a good combination, and then having the good guests in so far, I think they've had, and just getting that insight on Wolves, because you very rarely at this stage, it's normally when they're in the sort of like Gary Lineker stage where they're a lot older and have been not playing for a while, that you get the inside. But Scott Goldborn, he might still even be playing, and you're getting the inside. So I quite like it. Yeah, I quite like it. I want to start getting a podcast going soon. I need to have a word with the Talking Wolves boys. Bolton will win the championship. That's a big call from Bottle of Bleach there. We got cheated against Tottenham, and Arsenal deserved 2 wins against Arsenal. Deserved to win against Arsenal. Deserved to win against Arsenal. Deserved a point from Spurs. There we go. Not happy with Arsenal Fan TV calling us rubbish, though. Yeah, I mean, a few of them respected us. A few of the smarter ones on there realised that we did actually play quite well, and it wasn't just Arsenal being bad. Because I remember seeing that tweet. I mean, did Man City, did Man United, did Arsenal all have an off day, or is it just that we did very well against them to stop them winning all those games? So yeah, they've got to respect us more, the bigger teams, and see that it's not just off days, it's not just them playing bad. Wolves are genuine challengers against those teams, and put up a fight, and have not lost in any of them apart from the one that we deserve to draw in Tottenham. So yeah, I mean, I think, reflecting on it, the Arsenal fans will realise actually Wolves gave us a good game there. It wasn't all us being bad. But yeah, I agree, we deserved a lot more points out of the games. We will win our next 2 games 4-0. That's a big shout from Tom. Huddersfield and Cardiff. I think we'll be alright against Huddersfield, but that Cardiff game I'm very, very nervous for. Where were we? Whoa, hold up. 0-0, says Bottle of Bleach. What's that about? Carlos Cava, I assume that was laughing at my mishap a minute ago. Fulham sat there, man. Who's the next manager to pack their bags? Could be Mark Hughes. Could very well be Jose Mourinho with 2 losses in a row or something. But yeah, I'll probably say Mark Hughes to be the next one to go. Or who else is under pressure? I mean, is Rafa Benitez underperforming with the resources he has? Yeah, I'd probably say Mark Hughes. They've hired a new manager, says Bottle of Bleach. Yes, they have Fulham. Do you have any foreign clubs you like? I've got a soft spot for is it just America? The Jimenez club, something America. The one that Jimenez used to play for, came through the youth academy. Got a soft spot for them. Who else? Quite like Borussia Dortmund in Germany. Who else we got around? I'm trying to think if I have any kits of foreign teams. I've got the Dubai kit. That was just from going to Dubai, so hope they're doing all right. I'm trying to look at my kits there. I'm trying to think of foreign teams. I've got my low league team in Fleetwood, and that's just not as in like a second team. Just look out for their results because some of my family are from that area. But yeah, I like Borussia Dortmund, and obviously now I'm a big fan of Jimenez, so we'll look out for Club America. That's it, Club America. I like Club America. Fulham will be Premier League champions. Oh, I know. Also in the MLS, I like Jack Price's club, Colorado Rapids, and I think he was there as well, wasn't he? Joe Mason. Fulham will be Premier League champions. Imagine if they do that from now. That would be ridiculous. But I can't see them catching up with it, even like Liverpool and City, let alone getting above them. Bottle of bleach, good one, says Anthony. Have you watched the Master Books on YouTube and his Wolves team? If only. Yeah, I saw the first few bits of that on his career mode. And that's something I actually wanted to bring up. That reminds me in a minute. I'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, Australian YouTuber, isn't he? Great guy, doing a lot of stuff with Wolves. So yeah, fair play to him. Number one on Arsenal Fan TV is smart. No one. Sorry, not number one. No one on Arsenal Fan TV is smart. They are a meme. They are, to be fair. But they get views, so fair play. We will... What? What's that one about? Mexico-Argentina tonight. Jimenez to score. Of course, I said earlier. Hat-trick Jimenez. Oh no, you said your sister was your girlfriend, so it's me being wide-eyed. No, I didn't say that. I mean, they're two different people. My sister's my sister, and then my girlfriend is a separate person. So it's me being wide-eyed. Yeah, got it. Arsenal Fan TV is comedy gold. It is. There's been some brilliant ones on there. And for them to even have a mini meltdown against a draw, with a draw against Wolves, it's just ridiculous. I mean, we played really well. I thought Arsenal's goal was offside. Aubameyang was involved in this play despite not touching the ball. Yeah, I haven't seen that come up too much, but you might have a point there. I'll have a watch back. To be honest, I like a lot of football clubs other than I like Bolton, Wolves, Nottingham Forest, Fleetwood, Newcastle, the other teams I like. I think about going to Hull City versus Bolton. That's a rough game to go to. I don't think there'll be many goals in that. But yeah, it's nice to have teams to look out for. Obviously, I can only have that one to support. Wolves is like just the team. It'll never be anyone else. But it's just nice to have other teams to look out for. I've got some hair flying around my head. It's the Cardiff City boss. He's going at the end of the season. Do you reckon Neil Warnock to leave or get sacked? I don't know which one you meant. America FC, yeah, my team. I live just beside the Azteca Stadium. Mad, I saw Jimenez had given out that Wolves fan tickets to go to the Azteca. Maybe I can get there one day. That would be amazing. Looking at trying to get a shirt of Club America, that would be really cool. We're very lucky to live there, and I assume you saw Jimenez come through the academy, depending on how old you are, of course. Nottingham Forest signed Cristiano Ronaldo on a free transfer. Yeah, they're copying us with the Portuguese signings. Hopefully they don't nick that one. Heard it here first. Ronaldo to Wolves in 3 years or something like that. It's going to happen. Bully saying Jimenez lacks hunger in front of goal, but he's probably well fed. Assisting gives him more joy. Yeah, I don't think Jimenez, apart from that one sitter, he doesn't miss sitters. And what he provides to the team, obviously... big fan and friend of Bully's, but I don't agree with him on that. I think he has plenty of hunger, and he has plenty of hunger to set other people up. If you watch as well from now on, everyone in here, all you 34 people, just watch his reactions every time we score a goal. If he sets one up, if he's got nothing to do with it, watch how passionate he is. I absolutely love it. Chris Small and Phil Jones, there it is again. Fred Smith says, are you going to Newcastle away? I am, mate, yeah. Taking that long journey up north of England. Going to be about 6 hours, isn't it, on the coach? It's so far away, but yeah, really looking forward to it. Hi says, made best gaming. Hi mate, thanks for joining. I see what you mean now. Bottle of bleach. You're trying to get around the censorship by doing words backwards. Got you. What do you think about Chile and Sanchez? Just wondering, as I'm from Chile. Thank you for watching, Joe, all the way from Chile, or you might not be in Chile, but as a Chile national. He's just not the same player, is he? Arsenal obviously was tearing it up and then got that free transfer to Man United, and I assume he's from what I've heard, he's getting a lot better in that central role now, and he's working a lot better for Man United to be a bit more fluid. But something's happened there because he's just not the player that he was. But I don't mind him. I quite like Sanchez, and it'd be nice to get some other South American people firing in the Premier League. Can't just be Jimenez. He can't just carry the whole of South America. Saying that, there's also players like Aguero, but we'll ignore it. It's all Jimenez. Colin Wonka. I don't think that's quite the expression, is it? There's one letter missing there, but obviously trying to get around the censorship. I like the thought in it. Nuno had a dream. You know the rest. We all know the rest. What a song. Whoever came up with that one. I wonder who came up with that one. Did it start on Twitter or something? I don't even know how that one started, but yeah, it's iconic now. He's leaving for good, and it will be his last team to work for. Ooh, okay. Neil Warnock to retire at the end of the season, maybe. Rumour here. We should sell Bonatini, Sace and Bennett, get Ziyech, Talisca and Roman Torres. I know Ziyech and Talisca are sort of the same position, aren't they? That sort of number 10. I'm not sure who Roman Torres is, if I'm honest. Is he not that? Is he that one from Porto? No, there's a Torres. Is he the same guy? Oh no, he's the centre back from the Panama one that we played in the World Cup, isn't he? I don't think Bennett's doing a bad job at the moment. Sace has hardly been able to prove himself. Bonatini, to be fair, he's got an assist. He looked good in the Tottenham game, but yeah, obviously not favoured in the Wolves fans. But yeah, I mean, we may see if I saw that rumour about him going to Galatasaray. So there could be something there. But Sace really hasn't had a chance, bless him. If he wants to go and play first team football, then he may very well go. But yeah, I'd keep Bennett. I've met you before and I've been in your video. Oh, which video was that? I'll remember you from whichever video it was if you let me know. Can Fortnite you do? Yes, Bolton Premier Champions win Cup and League Europa and Ruddy signs for Bolton. Get your money on that. I don't know what Fortnite's got to do with it, but it's a big claim from Bottle of Bleach. England have genuinely the best youth in the world. Southgate plays his cards right, will win the Euros. Yeah, we've got crazy youth system coming through. Obviously, the under-17s winning the World Cup, the under-19s winning, was that the Euros or the World Cup? I can't remember. So yeah, we've got great youth, and if we get it right, we could definitely be up there. I mean, if it's not this Euros, you've then got 2 years when those players are starting to get even better and develop, and maybe the World Cup, who knows, might come home. Why sell Bennett makes no sense. Yeah, I agree. Obviously, we got him for free, so we'd be making a profit whatever happens, unless we released him. But yeah, I'd definitely keep him. We should sign Rui Patricio. I've got news for you, mate. He's already in goal. He got number 11 on his back, so I'm not sure that's a... I'd rather him have had... Obviously, I like the idea of having of retiring that shirt for Hakimi, but even like 13, that's a nice goalkeeper number. Not quite 11. Considering Fulham just parted ways with their manager and hired a new one, if Southampton lose to Fulham, then I think Southampton sack theirs. Yeah, and the chain goes on. Whoever Southampton play next and then will beat, they'll get sacked. You never know. I don't even know they're playing next. Sell Bennett, you're having a laugh. Yeah, well said, Jason. Talisca plays a forward. Bennett isn't bad, but there are better defenders out there. Yeah, I suppose if we're going for like like Europa League and that, whether he's that standard, I don't know. But he hasn't put too many feet wrong. I think the Tottenham game was poor for him, but since then he's been really well. He's played really well. And I suppose Talisca could play as like a false nine. Yeah. You reckon we'll try and sign this Douara from Napoli, Finerrz? If we do, it's the end of the road for Sace, and that will upset all the Moroccan fans. Lol. Yeah, obviously, Talking Wolves have reported on that. I mean, it's a lot of money, isn't it? And we're being reliably informed with all the Italian press. We're not making it up on Talking Wolves. So there's definitely something going on there. But it's a lot of money, isn't it? Especially when we've got two great midfielders playing first team at the moment, and backup of Dendoncker, Sace, Morgan. It'd be a shame for Morgan, if then he'd probably be even further down the pecking order. And he needs games, and he's proving his worth at the moment. So it would be a shame. But yeah, who knows? Who knows? Wolves have got money. It could happen. Wolves versus Watford. How long ago was that? Oh, so you must... I think I only said hello to one person at Watford, was it? So it was the guy outside, I assume. What do you think of the Rojo rumours? Yeah, I spoke about that a while ago. I don't think it'll happen. I think it's just a recycled one from summer, as Dave said on Talking Wolves. So I can't see that one happening. And we've got a class central defender and midfielder in Dendoncker that's not even getting on the pitch, so I don't think we'd buy another one at this moment. Do you think we should invest in youth like Sancho and Foden? Yeah, good luck trying to buy one of them, though. That'd be a ridiculous price. I think we've got great youth ourselves. Morgan Gibbs-White, just as long as we can hold on to him. Niall Ennis, Benny Ashley-Seal, Elliot Watt, Ryan Giles. Even got Austin Samuels, even younger than that. Goncalves getting a few games here and there. So I think we've got plenty of youth in the squad. We're a very young squad as well. And buying Sancho would be worth so much now, and Foden. But ideally, yeah, I'd love to have one of them. I heard a story we had for 18 million, but don't know how true though. Yeah, Wolves confirmed it. I think it was 16 million. We've eventually got Patricio for. Bottle of bleach, catching up on that news there. Why do you think Scotland and Ireland are so bad at football when Croatia is so good? Yeah, I watched that Ireland game, the last Ireland game that Doherty played in, and it's just poor football. Doherty will be wanting to get back to Wolves every time, and obviously he is this time. He's not playing for Ireland in this break. It's just such poor football, especially having watched such good football at Wolves. You watch games like that and you go, oh, just no, get it away from me. So I don't know why. It's obviously the manager's choice, so they're choosing how to play, and it's not really working for me either of them at the moment, to be fair. So they might change up soon. Hi GG, when you played Leicester at home we didn't deserve it, but you guys were class. Thanks mate. Yeah, I thought we were great that game. It's just so unfortunate, an own goal and then a deflection, you couldn't write it. But yeah, fair play for being clinical, taking your chances and letting us take the chances for you by putting it in our own net, and thank you for joining, even though you're not a Wolves fan. So it's nice to have different fans in here as well. Chris Smalling and Phil Jones, says Bottle of Bleach. I've never heard that one before. Finn, what bottlement was over the compensation for him? What bottlement was over the compensation? Oh, right, Bottle of Bleach. I got you. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, we have officially paid it now. Yeah, it was, says Mate Best Gaming. Pleasure to meet you, mate. I think you were the only person to come and say hello in that game. So, yeah, exclusive. Wolves kits, orange, gold or orange from previous seasons. The recent one is very nice. Come on with a jersey giveaway, smiley face. Well, I mean, it has been orange in the past, but this year it's a yellowy gold, but it should be gold all the time. So it's nice of Adidas to do that. Maybe refine the colour a little bit because it's a little bit yellow. Make it a little bit more gold. And if the shirts come down in price a little bit, I can try and give one away. But not at the moment, and obviously they're selling like hotcakes at the moment, so it might be hard to get your hands on one. But I assume there's someone on the store now. I think they have restocked them. Mbappe or Sancho? It's got to be Mbappe. He's proved it a lot more so far. Obviously Sancho hasn't had as long to prove it, but yeah, Mbappe, no question. HTX, no question. As to old gold and black, of course, yes. I watch Wolves on American TV, and they call the Wolves jerseys yellow. That's a disgrace. We're either orange at the very least or gold. All the Puma ones seem to be, well, the recent Puma ones seem to be orange, but yeah, no, it's not. I mean, it is a little bit yellow, but yeah, we'll go with gold. Sorry I'm late, I was in Asda, got to get that milk. Understandable, Shiv, you have indeed got to get that milk. Better city, Tokyo or New York? I've never been to Tokyo, and the only time I've been to New York was in my mum's stomach when I wasn't fully born yet. So I've only been to one technically, so I've got to go New York, even though I don't know, I can't remember what it looked like. Mbappe for Golden Ball. I don't know how many he's got at the moment, but yeah, it's not unlikely with the poor quality teams in the French league and him tearing it up. So yeah, it's not unlikely. Out of any country in the world, which country would you like to visit? There's a few really. Mexico, obviously. I might Mexico and America tour would be great. I've been to America once and absolutely loved it. Florida, so maybe Mexico via America. That'd be cool. As for other places, I think Japan would be quite cool. Where else would not be? I want to go to Germany to see Borussia Dortmund, see that yellow wall and all of that. Yeah, never been to Germany, I don't think. Where else? I would know, but now you put me on the spot. I'm trying to think where else I'd want to go. Is Thailand a country? I think it is, isn't it? Because it's got land at the end. All that area like Malaysia and that'd be cool to go to. Hi, says your boy Ollie. Hi, mate. Thank you for joining. It's coming home, Croatia who? Oh, yeah, getting promoted. No doubt about it. Right, now we've caught up with the comments. Someone was talking about Master Books earlier. FIFA, you guys have probably played FIFA more than me. I've hardly touched it so far. Career mode for Wolves. A question for the comments. Who do you reckon I sign? As it's coming across here, and we've got a break as well. Make sure you follow me on Twitter here, @Finerrz, and leave a like if you haven't already. But yeah, if any of you are FIFA players, have got advice to who to sign on career mode for Wolves, give me a shout in the comments and I'll have a look. And what else did I have to say? I'm trying to think. We talked about the international break, touched on Arsenal a little bit. We can get into that. Got my little notes here. But I'll get on with these last few comments. Big respect for Leicester. Love that, Tom. Yeah, hopefully Josh appreciates the respect. And Josh vlogs. Cuba, been there twice. Brilliant. Yeah, Cuba, I've heard it's quite nice. Is that where is, before I say something that's wrong, I think actually where I'm thinking is in Mexico, if I'm not wrong. I was thinking Cancun was in Cuba, but it's not, is it? It's Mexico. Yeah, I'm right. It is Mexico. But yeah, I've heard Cuba's very nice. I currently live in America, and the people in this country despise football for being boring, yet they watch baseball. I don't get it. I don't know how. I mean, I played a bit of American football in high school, and I was like, what? You have to stop every 5 seconds and re-go again. I thought that was boring, so I don't see. I suppose it's 90 minutes of stuff. There's not always a load of action. I get if they're watching Huddersfield, Cardiff, it might be a bit boring. But yeah, I don't think football's boring, but I suppose that's very biased. Sign Ruben Loftus-Cheek, he's very good. I'd love to sign Ruben Loftus-Cheek. It'd be great for us in midfield, but I think, one, he wouldn't want to leave Chelsea. I don't think, two, he'd cost a lot. We'll need a replacement for Moutinho when he gets too old. Ziyech would be great, or Denis Suarez. Yeah, I actually met Denis Suarez when he was like 17. I was at Man City and he was sat near me, and he was in the programme, so he signed my programme, and now he's gone on to play for Barcelona. So yeah, that was weird. Football can definitely be boring, but baseball is like a 5-hour game. Yeah, agreed. I don't see that. I said last week the way Arsenal play. I assume that was weak. Would suit us on the counter. I really think playing that way suits us so much more than attacking the smaller teams. Yeah, we seem to play so much better, come into our own against the big teams where we have that space. The wingers, as I said, it'd be a game for the wingers in my vlog. They left so much space. Kolasinac and Bellerin were playing like wingers and just left so much room for Cavan Costa, and arguably they should have done more with it. I'm getting a bit hot, so I'm going to undo that. Should have done more with the opportunities they had, but yeah. It does seem to suit us, so roll on whoever's next. Is it Chelsea? Should be an interesting one. Sports is 100% cultural. The country you grow up in determines what sports you prefer. Yeah, agreed. I mean, the English ones here, I'm not really into rugby, not really into cricket. It's all football for me. Where were we? Best hair, Tony Daly or Adama Traore? Adama Traore or anyone, he wins every day. What's the expression? Some of the week. What is it? Every day? Is it every day of the week? Yeah, I think it is. I'm having a mind blank here. Love Adama Traore's hair. Gibbs White can fill Moutinho's spot. If he doesn't start getting minutes, he'll be looking to go elsewhere, maybe Germany, like the other young England players. Yeah, hopefully if he did, that would be on loan. I wouldn't want to lose him. Obviously, Stafford, born and bred near Wolverhampton. Well, basically is Wolverhampton. It's not too far away. So it'd be nice for him to stay at Wolves for a very long time. But if he wants to go on loan there, then maybe that'd be a good thing if he gets to start more. Seen Reece Nelson doing very well there on loan, Hoffenheim. What was the point of signing Dendoncker? At the moment, there hasn't been much of a point because I don't think they expected Bennett to do as well as he has. But yeah, you can't drop him at the moment. You can't drop Bennett. So there's no way of getting him in. But for the long term, it'll be a great signing. But at the moment, yeah, hasn't really done anything apart from 2 cup appearances. But I suppose it's not his fault. I mean, Bennett's played out of his skin, so there's not much more he can do. Hi. I arrived so late. It's a man from Snapchat, by the way. Don't worry. Thank you for tuning in. Anyway, it doesn't matter what time you get here. As long as you're here to support, I appreciate it a lot. Southgate, you're the one. I've seen a lot of bleeps there. Football's coming home again. We'll ignore those. He does seem to be doing a great job at the moment. Obviously reverted from that 3 at the back now. So Cody might not get a sniff, sadly. But if we play 3 at the back again, hopefully Southgate does. We can get Cody in there. Did you hear about Rooney playing for England? Yeah, I did more than hear about it. I saw some of the highlights. I wasn't watching it live, but it seemed like he did quite well. We should also replace Will Norris with Guillermo Ochoa. He's a lot older, I think, isn't he, Ochoa? He's been around for a while. I remember him impressing either the Euros or the World Cup for Mexico. But another Mexican wouldn't say no to it. But I like Will Norris. Pardon me, keep him around. Another thing, I just realised I've written it down. Fireworks if we sign Dzeko. Oh yeah, more than fireworks. And Rafael Guerreiro could be good second choice too. Yeah, that'd be great sign as well. Portuguese. Yeah, left wing back, sort of that left mid, left back would be perfect. What would you get a Wolves tattoo if they won any silverware, cup or league? If we won like the FA Cup or something, yeah, get just a Wolves head, my whole body. I mean, it depends the magnitude of it. If we win the Champions League or something, then maybe I'll think about it. I'll just quickly get in, as I was saying, if any of you have seen on Twitter that Ramsey video of him reacting differently to different people, and people are doing it with their football clubs. So he's swearing at adults and then being really nice to the kids, and they say, oh, so I remember them saying about being really, it was Man United fans saying they react differently to like Smalling and Martial, like be nice to Martial and be nice to be horrible to Smalling. If there's any of those you think would work for a Wolves player to help me craft a little video, then get it in the comments. If I'm sure some of you have seen that. If not, if you haven't seen it on Twitter, then just search something like what is it? It's like how fans react or something like that. And it's that Gordon Ramsay video. So let me know if you've got any suggestions. Had a few comments in that time. Diogo is banging them in for Portugal, but not us. What's he doing, mate? Yeah, and Costa as well getting the goal for Portugal. Selfish and not getting them for Wolves. It shows they can score, and it'll only be a matter of time before they start scoring for Wolves, surely. Hervin Lozano will be brilliant at Wolves. Yeah, I'd love that. Another Mexican, obviously. He got so much talent, so young. That would be amazing. But I think he'll go to somewhere bigger than Wolves at this current moment. Or if he moves in 2 or 3 years and we're up there, then who knows. Ian Wright said Cody for England. Cody was our best player versus Arsenal defensively. Awesome, and his passes are immense. Yeah, his passing for a centre-back is incredible. If we need a player in the middle of that back three, then Cody's got to be in there. But if we're playing a back two, then I don't think it'd work. He wouldn't work in a partnership. It has to be that three for me, for him to be in the middle of it. But yeah, if they only play with the two, fair play, but if not, he's got to be in there. I reckon we'll make it to the Europa. That's a big shout from Ollie there. So could you be 8th and get Europa, or do you have to be 7th? I think it's 7th, isn't it? So we may well do. I think it'd be good to bring back Iorfa if he's out on loan at the moment. He isn't. He's just playing for the under-23s, sadly. Obviously, my all-time favourite Wolves player. His boots right there, signed, absolute legend. And it's sad not to see him in the squad, but yeah, we need to get him out on loan or something. I mean, he's not doing badly for the under-23s, and he probably still is under-23, so it's not as if he's in there as one of the old guys. But I wanted to see him do well. Like, absolutely amazing guy, amazing footballer. So hopefully something comes good for him. Where were we? What stand do you go in as I work for the club? I'm in the North Bank. If you've seen any of my vlogs, in WV1 in the North Bank, so let me know where you're working. I'll look out. Costa is sick, says Ollie. He is. Imagine if and when Costa finds his shooting boots. Yeah, I mean, against Arsenal he was immense, but didn't cap it off with a goal. I mean, it'll come. I mean, we've saying this for such a long time, but it will come. They will find their shooting boots. Mate, Bonatini with the Ramsey abuse. Cav gets the nice treatment. Neves and Moutinho as well. Jota and Traore abuse as well for missing. Good shout, Shiv. I was thinking the one where he's like, I can't believe how inconsistent you are. That could be the Traore one, or Bright, I'm thinking. But yeah, I think Cav gets a nice treatment. Definitely Bonatini. But then, like, where'd you put like Costa and Jota? You're saying Jota gets abuse, so yeah, but probably fair play. And Neves and Moutinho as well. But people are starting to slam Moutinho as well, to be fair. But Neves is definitely one of the golden boys. We can win a cup and get into Europe. Doesn't matter our league position. Yeah, good point. We could. We'll win the FA Cup and get in there that way. Is that even possible? I think it is. There's something to do with that, isn't there? Would you rather have world-class strikers but average midfielders, or world-class midfielders and average strikers? Whichever one gets the most goals. It would probably be world-class strikers, wouldn't it? Because they'd make... To be fair, with world-class strikers, they take more opportunities, and with world-class midfielders, you create more opportunities. So whichever one came out with the most goals in the end. Do you reckon we could get Nani? I mean, he's Portuguese and he's got chemistry with Patricio. Yeah, I saw him playing against Arsenal the other night. Obviously, bag of tricks, isn't he, Nani? But I think we're fine with the winger position at the moment, and he's getting on a bit. It's not kind of a Wolves signing. I know Patricio and Moutinho aren't the youngest, but it's not really our sort of signing. I think we like our wingers young and fresh, like the ones we have at the moment. Seventh in the Europa. Seventh in Europa gets your chance of qualification for Europa. Fifth and sixth is the automatic qualification. Yeah, so it'd have to be like what Burnley did, wouldn't it, where they got knocked out in their qualification. Play the guitar live. What other talents do you have? No, I'm afraid not. We'll save that for a massive moment. I'm not doing that for no reason. Other talents, being tall, making YouTube videos, and that's about it, to be fair. If any of you guys have got interesting talents, we'll have a little Finerrz Viewers Got Talent if you want, if anyone wants to showcase any. Costa in 2016 and 2017, though, he was a beast. Oh, that Liverpool game, he was ridiculous. He was incredible. Ronaldo-esque. Billy Wright upper W9. Oh, right, so it's not too far away. It's at the side. It's not quite South Bank distance away. I'm in the Billy Wright lower, nearest to the North Bank. That's close to me then. To be honest, we've got world-class midfielders and average-ish strike. Take that back, Shiv. We've got the best striker in the world, mate. Jimenez. He's world-class. We've got our own nanny with Cav. Yeah, and a younger nanny as well with Cav. Doherty's definitely good, but we need to sign either someone better or someone for backup. Yeah, definitely. I mean, the backup at the moment would be to shift Johnny across and then probably Vinagre at left wing back. Obviously, we wanted more backup in the trying to sign Zinchenko and all that. So yeah, but there could be some backup coming in January. Who knows? But yeah, it's not a bad shout. That is. And I play the drums. Let's start a Wolves band, Finn. Let's do it. Who else do we need? We need a triangle player. That'll complete the squad. Bass guitar. I mean, I can do bass or electric. So if anyone does either of those, then we can get a little band started. What else do you need for a band? Maybe keyboard, cymbals, and yeah, all that sort of stuff. Cymbals. I suppose cymbals is like the not as in those cymbals, as in you can just do them on the drums, can't you? So we wouldn't need that sort of cymbal player. Anyway, I'm banging on here. I've just seen 5 minutes to go, guys. So get your wait, no. There's no get. We do score predictions next week. So what we're going to do now for the last 5 minutes? Because normally 5 minutes to go is score prediction time. What could we talk about? I'll have some last minute shouts for that Ramsey video. That would be nice. But I'm going to have to go in a minute. Obviously, no score predictions. We'll save that till next week. What a sad moment where I've just realised we're not playing soon. Maybe England score predictions if you want to do that. Yeah, I don't know. I reckon Cav's going to become a huge player for us in the Prem. I remember his first season at Wolves looked very unhappy and unsettled, but now you can tell he loves the club. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, oh, absolutely a different player under Nuno compared to Lambert. I don't think he was too happy at that point. Still scored some great goals with that number 50 on his back. What was I going to say? I forgot what I was saying then. But yeah, it's his finishing. He's just a class above in that sort of just clinical finishing. You've seen with like that Arsenal one, that Southampton one. He just puts it in the back of the net, and he's got skill as well. So yeah, it'll be huge for us as long as he doesn't jump ship. Nuno had a dream to build a football team. He did. England versus Croatia score predictions. Yeah, good shout, Shiv. Great minds think alike. Flying to England in February from Oregon. Oregon. We'll be at Newcastle Wolves in Feb. That is a big one to go to. That's a long way away unless you're flying to Newcastle. I think I might have been fly to Newcastle at this rate. It's going to be a long journey. And obviously shout out Diogo, who came to the Arsenal game, flew into England and went to London to watch the Arsenal game. Got a ticket, 15 minutes to spare. So shout out Diogo, watcher of my channel and Talking Wolves, and managed to get into that game. We could do well in Europe because of the past with Jimenez, Patricio, Matinho and Neves, which all had good runs in Europe. Yeah, we've got experienced European players there. As I said I remember it was my full-time Devils interview. I said that we've got people. Oh God, have I pronounced or I'm not even going to try and pronounce it again. What was I saying? Where was I? Yeah, we've got those European experienced players. When he was saying, Adam McConnell was saying to me, if it's like you've had, it was like it was a European game that Wolves have just played against United, and we've got European quality players in there, so it's not too far wrong. Get your score predictions in, ha ha ha. Yeah, I didn't quite think about that. I've got, Can't speak properly. 1-0 Wolves, just talking about next week. Save it for next week, Ollie, but if you're right, well, I'll try and remember that. Given the chance, who would you sign in the January window? For me, a backup striker and a backup fullback, backup wing back even. Yeah, that'd probably be it for me. Follow me on Instagram. I assume you mean Instagram, but I don't know what it is, mate. Drop me a follow on Twitter or something, and because I only really use Twitter, I don't use Instagram very much. But drop me a follow on there if you've got it. It will come across the bottom any minute now, and I can try and follow you guys on Instagram if you want. Go back on Instagram. What are Wolverhampton's main attractions? Oh, what isn't there? You've got Molineux. You've got Dixie Chicken. You've got the Grand Theatre. You've got the Hog's Head. You've got the Uni. You've got Asda. You've got what else? McDonald's. I think that sadly is about it, to be honest. England 3-1, Pickford hat-trick, Pickford own goal. That is centre of attention there for Pickford, but if it happens, you get mental odds on that. How was your week? My week was sad because Stan Lee died. He was a comic book writer at Marvel. He died. Yeah, don't need to remind me of that one, mate. I'll try and grab it from here if I can. Big Marvel fan. Got me Thor hammer. Very sad one to see this week. Got big Marvel fan. Very upsetting. Don't know why I just got my my Thor hammer out on my Wolves live stream, but yeah, absolutely horrible news that was to hear. And rest in peace. Maybe a chance at striker for Cav, or am I in Cloud Cuckoo Land thinking about that? Lol. No, I think in games like Burton last year where we rotated it, Cav having a bit of a go at striker, Jota having a bit of a go at striker, and yeah, it could work. I mean, Jimenez does well when the games are quite tight to hold it up and all that sort of stuff, but as you saw, we basically played Traore down the middle against Arsenal in those last 15 minutes. Just seen comments coming through at the bottom. So yeah, it could work. Could very well work. But he's normally burnt out by 60 minutes, isn't he? Bless him, Cavallero. Next game, 3-1 Wolves, says Robert. That pronunciation. I'm sorry. I'll have a search after how you actually say it. Do you think Doherty will do well for Ireland? My language. Yeah, I mean, I think he's going to do better for Wolves just because the system suits him and he's got better players around him. But I hope he does. It'd be nice for him to have some international success. Yeah, I just can't see it with that squad and that style of play. But hopefully something changes soon. Good job, Finn. See you soon. Review the pies. Which pies? Oh, at Newcastle. Oh, wait. Was it Newcastle you were talking about? I can't remember. My memory's awful. Civic Centre, of course. Brilliant tourist attraction. Wish people would lay off Jimenez for not scoring goals, for not scoring loads of goals. He does so much more for the team. Gonna have the days 20 goal season forward. Gone have the days. Never mind. It's more about sharing goals around now. Yeah, I agree. Does so much for the team. Sets up so many goals. And scores as well. You can't ask much more. It's not striker is not the problem whatsoever. Definitely not the problem. Whitmore Reens is an attraction after 11. Oh yeah, definitely. Wonderful attraction of the sights of Whitmore Reens, Whitmarines, however you say it. I know there's a divided opinion on that. Whitmore Reens or Whitmarines. You know what? I won't get into it. I've just realised it's 8:01. I need to go and not start saying Whitmore Reens in different ways. Fun fact: Jimenez has 4 Champions League goals scored versus Bayern Munich. What a guy! Exactly. Great striker, and he's definitely not a problem. He should be starting every game this season, in my opinion, Jimenez. So Wolverhampton's not a place for a vegan. I assume not. No, I haven't seen many vegan establishments in Wolverhampton. The Manda Centre and beautiful countryside, 5 minutes outside the city. I suppose, yeah, the Manda Centre's a pretty big one. Forgot about that one. Kill me with that hammer. I don't intend on killing anyone with it, and it is it's only plastic. It's not going to do much damage. Phil Collins here. If you need drums, mate. Oh, he's referring to himself. Oh, we've got 2 drummers then. What a band this will be. Wolverhampton is so much better than that poo hole Birmingham. Agreed. I'm playing Fortnite with the Ali A song on. What a song. That came. Where was I the other day? And that actually came on, like the the actual song that he took that from. Great meme. Hi, says Jaden Fisher, NCFC. You've come at the wrong time, mate. I've sadly got to go right now. But if you want to watch this back, the last hour, then please do. Thank you very much for you guys for staying in this whole time, doing the long haul. Make sure you follow me on Twitter. Make sure you've liked this video before you leave. And subscribe, of course. I assume you're all subscribed, as you're very loyal people here on a Friday night. So thank you very much. And Jaden, bad time for joining, mate. If you want to watch it back, then please do. Our Wicks is decent, of course. Yeah, near the ground. Is there parking around the Wicks? I think there is as well. Great place to visit. Predictions for Huddersfield, says Dean. I can't get into the mindset until next week. Leave that till next week's Finerrz Friday, where we drop all the predictions in the last 10 minutes of that live stream. So yeah, 7 PM next Friday. Thank you very much, guys. Pardon me, I've got like hiccups / cough hiccups at the moment. Have I got anything more to say? Follow me on Twitter, subscribe, like. We've done all that stuff. Thank you very much for watching. If anyone's got a very last minute comment, then drop it now. I'll give you 10 seconds. If not, I have to go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. We've got one in. Can you kill me with that hammer? I can't. No damage will be done with the hammer. And that is the comment to poetically end with. Oh, bye, Finerrz. Someone's got one in there. See you, Joe. Thank you very much for watching. Quieros queso. That is a Spanish thing. We can leave it on the Spanish one if you want. I'll just quickly answer that. Do you want cheese? I'd love a bit of cheese. Halloumi. Great. I'd love a bit of halloumi. Is that Thor's hammer, or are you just happy to see me? I can confirm, mate, sadly, it is just Thor's hammer. Thor's old hammer that has now, in fact, been broken by his long-lost sister, and he has his new one. Where are you drinking in Cardiff? I don't think anywhere, mate, sadly. Where are you planning on drinking? I'll just be on the coach, so it'll be straight in the ground, nowhere to drink. And that is the last comment. We've had a few about Thor's hammer to end the episode. I'll put this back now and stop picking it up. But yeah, I'll get a Stormbreaker soon to follow the story of the MCU. But thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys very soon. Make sure you look out for the vlog next weekend. I might get a video out at some point this week. I don't know. Depends on the situations. And I think yes. It's another week now until a game, a week and a bit, so maybe I can get something out. But if not, look out for the vlog. I'll look out for you at the next game. Likewise, Tom. Hi, saludos desde Mexico. Very sorry, Baltazar. I've got to go now. It's been, if you want to watch the last hour, not live, then please do. But I've got to go now, I'm afraid. And hello from England to the Mexicans, and thank you very much for tuning in. I'll see you all soon. Bye, Ollie. Make sure you subscribe, follow me on Twitter, like, all that stuff, and I'll see you all soon. Thank you for watching.